I thought I had it figured out, believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy. When I kiss her, I don't know where we're going, I don't know at all. I don't know how we're growing, I'll be moving on, I'll be moving on, gotta let it go. Living on my own, making me strong. Now I wanna show I can hold my own. See how much I've grown. Better off alone, baby. I don't get all alone. So sorry for the heartache and saying goodbye, for wasting your time, for wasting your time. I don't know how we're growing, I'll be moving on, I'll be moving on. Gotta let it go. Living on my own, making me strong. Now I wanna show I can hold my own. See how much I've grown. Better off alone, baby. I don't get all alone.
All the way to bottom of the map, but seen it all. It can all toss away, don't get attached to the current spins, no flurries. The rhythm won't worry. If you fall behind, I'll be humming till you hurry. seen it all. It can all toss your weight, don't get attached.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Premier League of HLL. Tonight we have Panzer Lehr and 27th playing on SMDM night. Always fun to get some SMD. I cannot say words. I'm just gonna get off a full screen. Yes, we are on SMDM at night. That is the map that we are on. Nice little change of things for everybody. But we are going to be having a Dugout, which is a far left point. Two teams coming in, both with 2 wins, but 27th does not have a loss. So they're still looking to keep their thing or their season undefeated. I think we are just waiting for the map flip from someone. Looks like we should be getting the map flip here shortly. So we will get Dugout. Panzer Lehr will be the Axis. 7th will be allies for this match. And also on the other side, we will have a Nighthawk. Seeing the side, even though you can now see both teams side with this update. This is probably the only good fix or good thing that came out of this update. I know there's been a lot of controversy and stuff with this past update. I had my fair share take on it, but you know, it is what it is. We will live and we move on. Sure, my audio is set and running, and I'm good to go. We're just waiting for the map. But before we get into the map flip, we'll just look at the standings real quick for Division 8. You can see 11th ID at the top spot. I'm pretty sure they just won their match, so I think they are a perfect 4-0. Let me just quickly double check that. Yes, they won their match 5-0 against S. They are still perfect on the season. And then 27th, obviously coming into this undefeated as well. Just had their first bye week not too long ago, maybe early on. I have no idea. And then Panzer Lehr, their first loss actually came at the beginning of the season, so they are, you know, looking to continue their 2-win streak, going to 3. And SOH 48th, SUDT, and CEL rounding out the bottom half of this honestly highly competitive division. Like, you kind of like to see this even spread of teams. Maybe CEL can maybe get one of their wins here up and shortly, but you know. But that's how this division is rocking. And then as well, we do, unfortunately, yes, it is competitive, so we do have rules. We have 1-man artillery, indestructible nodes, and Panther tanks are banned. Even though I think that's a good thing that we have the Panther tanks banned, because they are pretty much unusable. If you guys have not played this update, Panther tank are basically undrivable. And there's also one other, as I fly around and we get this map flip going, there is also one other rule that is not added. That is a rule that we decided to put in early on in this update, and that is no artillery ability for the commanders, because it is deemed way too overpowered. And especially in a mode like this, it is very, very effective. But I'm just going to let these guys get into their squads, as I will be my own squad lead. Like, everyone is filtering in. Per unit going in the right HQ. In. And I'm just going to go in admin camp. And I'm going to fly away. So this is the layout that we do have. We got Hugos and cattle sheds as the 2 offset points. So obviously this is going to favor Panzer Lehr off the rip. No matter what, Dugout is an Axis favored point, just because they can, I think, more easily gain a little bit more control. I was looking at something weird. They can easily get to the point just from this intersection of buildings and stuff right here, this triangle that lots of people try to contest over. Very, very critical for them to maintain and contest that. Well as these hedges and stuff over here, very easy for both teams to honestly to kind of contest over themselves. Obviously the hill between this and a network. Lots of infantry movement along this road, and tanks for each team will try to position here if their team does be the one to hold the cap. But you know, when that does drop in a minute and a half. As far as 27th goes, as you can see, you can kind of see their lineup. So Nice and good. I'm not sure if they're going to do any snipes whatsoever. This tank not going on the main road, just a solo. Actually, I think he is going for a snipe. Maybe he is not. No, it's just a regular SL. Regular SL. But I forgot to start my timer because I am this one. Was off, but pretty standard start. Party, so pretty basic start for all the teams. I don't think there's anything too much to note of. Just I think an extra supply truck for Panzer Lehr, but that's about it. I can't tell who is dropping supplies. I assume this supply drop is indeed Panzer Lehr's. It's kind of actually hard to see what drop is what in new admin camp. We'll find out and see. I'm not gonna be sure if there's gonna be any snipes. Does not look like anybody is prepping for a snipe. We do have an empty stuck recon tank, and that is highly, highly unfortunate. We have started. So a very aggressive supply drop off the rip for 27, right in the middle of dugout. Too sure about that one if I am them, but we will watch them come in. Have misguided. Steeler Max. Hulk's key or something, I have no idea. The point, not sure if there's any snipers. Looks like we have no snipers. Looks like Hugo is stuck on a hedge. Players do hop out. Odysseus. Odysseus. I don't know. I'm very terrible with names. Will be coming here shortly. It looks like 7th will get to the early contest as they will get into the hard cap first. Lots of them do get into the hard cap. Artillery already coming down. Not sure if Diggy did get his OP down or not. Like he just did. Battle for mid has commenced. And killing that one infantryman. Decent job of still maintaining some hard cap presence. They just don't have anything between hill. Looks like they are starting to get some pressure now. The hillside coming up from behind where Squirrel is run from. Maybe kind of look at this armor engagement. Kind of see P4 is trying to find that medium tank. Might see him. Just does hold. I think he does see him. Maybe. Maybe not. Not. Them doing a really good job. Trying to tap back some of this. They're actually starting to attack the border side, and this is something that I don't think a lot take into account as we do look at the map. 27, honestly, really good layout from them. Very, very interesting from Panzer Lehr. Absolutely lost everything on that hillside. They just kind of have to their own blue zone now. Are still maintaining this control. As far as the map goes, it does look like most of the map control is going towards 27th. As a medium fight does happen. The P4 did get the first shot into the Sherman. Immediately comes out. And remember, folks, you cannot call in your first heavy tank until 120 on the board, and that is bombing runs, airheads, and kind of all that kind of good, all the fun stuff that commanders get to use. Down goes the starting medium. Advantage will go to Panzer Lehr for the time being in this opener. Presence of this medium is so impactful when that first heavy or that first fight does happen. Fuck. Fuck. Does have any rockets? Will destroy some ammo. Oh, and does kill the P4. Apparently saw him destroying ammo and decided to kill him. First that I have seen. That does look like it's going to be the push. Now, cattle sheds, honestly, is the most annoying point to defend on this map in particular. I don't like defending it. I just find it to be very annoying because they can really come at all angles. Yep, does go in favor of Panzer Lehr. Kind of maybe shift our attention a little bit towards the A network side where 5 points is at. Nugs and Big Nike against FS Pacey, Gray Fox, and Rage, who is currently dead. Nugs with a kill, but does get fragged out. Mike. One refrag from Gray Fox, so lots of trades happening at 5 points. I'm currently on top of the trades. Now 27th somehow are still maintaining the presence, and I think that from the Echo OP. Good job from 27th of resetting those OPs. Nothing on the board yet for Panzer Lehr as far as garrisons go. Still pretty early into this cap. Definitely screaming to build the garrison on the point. That is easier said than done, as we know. Where's OP? Very, very critical. Pressure does get one rocket into Dewey. He's going to try to get behind Panzer Lehr defense. Does shoot the rocket? Maybe. Oh, P will die. P4 no. Oh, I don't think the P4 knows. Oh no. Does get one kill. Kills the TC. Trying to turn his turret. Will he kill him in time? Oh, he does not. Ew. Apparently, animation and visuals for destroying a tank are more vibrant as the second explosion does happen. Really don't get that, but I think it's kind of cool. Go on to the border side of the map. Not sure if there's any heavy tanks for either team. Looks like heavy tank in the left HQ is being called in. That will be the driver, and quite sure what is happening at this left HQ. First heavy. Dog. Fall down. One thing that many people don't know is airheads. So it looks like, 27th, they are not giving up a lot of their front door. Panzer Lehr basically kind of controls a bunch of the sector, but, just due to a few OPs, just one OP in the hard cap, it's actually starting to flip the point as they are getting surrounded on the eastern side. As it's really only Nugs over here to deal with it. quite sure what is happening. Looks like some backline gear since getting mental. Is a fight. Nasty. Audius, I don't know how to say it. Pronounce it right. Probably didn't. A lot of bodies on this eastern side, 427. Plenty of time for both teams to do something. Just have Royal and one other player on defense, Royal and Malarkey. Their defense point is A-OK. I'm very curious of how these two teams are going to call in airheads and bombing runs. Again, we're not using commander artillery, and until maybe next week. Well, wet waffle. Triple W. Using the pistol. Tries to brace the MG, but gets shut down by the mini MG and Thompson. Next three, cosmetic, and Panzer Lehr. Up this border, and I'm very surprised at the amount of pressure presence 427 on the border I do get, you know, protecting cattle shed. This can only go so far, like maintaining. I mean, it is 30, so a lot more weird stuff can happen. JP walks, laying down the 8 with the MG inside the hard cap. JZ, for some reason not making music today. Has to play some hella loose. Foxy. Breathing. The marker. Kills Rogue.
We're pushing front door.
Pushing front door. He is calling out to his team. Tommy Run does come out for Panzer Lehr. Get a few bodies. Great box running, and we'll get killed. Tommy Run. Ups a box, supplies. AC does get the kill, but does get refragged from the starting P4 that is still up and running. The first and only tank 427 in ammo shed. Do have control of the AA network. Hard doing what you have to do, and this electric does get taken down. Transported. Hugs, nasty, Big Mike, Ghost. Counter. Way up here. Dash each other. Quite sure if 27 does have a gear. Don't, but the 27th actually doing a really good job by consistently moving these OPs, getting new points to attack from. Very, very smart on the 27th SLs. They are starting to put in a bigger dent as this Tiger is in a little bit of a little bit pickle now. Perfect Rogue. Green Puck is actually missing his shots. Rogue does get the satchel on top of his Tiger tank. Rev does get out and will kill him with the pistol. First shot. Oh, and Steel Max trying to kill him with the flamethrower. Actually lights him on fire with the flamethrower and kills him with the flamethrower. This could be a big kill as the satchel is not off the tank. Ando does hop out, but I don't know if it's in time. It's very close, and it's not close at all. That will be a 76 kill. Well done. Clutch flamethrower kill for the 27th. With that tank dead, 27th now completely rules the hard cap of Dugout. Looks like Osiris is in a half track. Pearson does go up at Dugout. Not sure if this half track is spotted or not. Not look like the half track is spotted. Yes, one time with the rocket. Cosmetic. He's with the STB, but the damage has already been done to Dugout. As a 76 will just roll up and just one tap this already weakened before. Never mind, he'll hit him with the turret. But he was satcheled anyways. Dead. Or which 3-2 in favor of 27th. Nice little cap from them, making sure their OPs stay up and running for that 15 minutes or so, or like, honestly, it was about like 8 minutes or so. Replaced from the initial mid cap. Like, PzLD Lehr did the exact same thing, got his OP replaced. The thing for Panzer Lehr is they don't have to push off the offset point like cattle sheds. They get Hugo's farm. A little bit tough for 27th to honestly push off of. Push towards. Seeing of how 27th does try to push if they do want to go for it. Seventh is sending the appropriate amount of manpower to where exactly times. I think so far that's been the little bit of the difference maker in this game so far is 7th, I think, are just a little bit better on the manpower usage. All their players. Not seeing that potentially. What I've seen. Already does kill a player that just popped a access OP. Map now. Lots of all the way around. Absolutely interesting. Very interesting to see that play out. Here. Put a little bit. Have to. Road. Down. Up shots of man. Rocket comes out. Doesn't hit a soul. Alright, they're gonna shoot a close rocket, I assume. Nope, does not shoot the close rocket. Wide peep. It's done by Well Wet Waffle. You up. There's a half track coming from behind. There will indeed the half track behind them. Very interesting spot. Will pay out for them. I don't know if it is called out or not. 76 not even fair. I don't think the 76 can really see the half track. Maybe the TC can, but that's about it. The map for the 27th, pretty good from them. They just have a little bit of an issue with this half track in the back, as Osiris does try to take out the garrison. But honestly, not a lot of fighting in this front door area. Very sparse fighting, I will say that. As a whole bunch of people spawn on the half track. Check my video one. Apologize, late. Minor. And we are back with game audio, but this is being harassed from the back. If there's any Tiger does not onto that 76 looks not, unless he shoots through the trees and trusts that ping is accurate. More players do spawn on the half track. Roll on the garrison. Oh no, J-Shape does not realize he's there. And will get him right after he takes out the garrison. Flare does go up. And it looks to be an Axis flare. Again, not a lot of oh no. Why can't you go down faster? Air tank is taking a round out of that 76. Strike does get called in. And it does connect, but not do any damage. Looks like it hit the nose. As another P-strike comes in. And unfortunately, it was a bad mark from the enemy. Maybe trying to take out this garrison? The only thing I can maybe think of is trying to take out a backline garrison. Both commanders using their P-strikes pretty much right away. As a medium tank from behind now. I have no idea if this is called out or not. Panzer IV is coming from behind. Don't know if this 76 is aware he is turning his turret. Remember, in this new update, you can take a few rounds. No, this 76 is just trying to run away. Airhead is called in. I'm pretty sure that is, yes, that is a enemy airhead. Biscuits hops out. They think that they're satcheled. But they don't realize there is a P4 pretty much right on top of them. And down goes the 76. That is the only armor for the Axis. As it looks like Malarkey is going to find this half track. Maybe. Oh no. He doesn't find the half track. Never mind, he does not find the half track. Farm is starting to be poked and prodded into a little bit by 27th. Trying to get some bodies into the hard cap. Airhead looks like it has been dealt with, but 27th doing a good job just getting a few SLs. Same time, Dugout is looking a little bit dire as I'm just a medium tank just kind of running around the point. As a bunch of ATs are coming around. As Misguided, unfortunately, gets a non-pen into the back of the tank. And gets another one, that time into the back of the turret. Another non-pen from Malarkey. These 27th tankers or AT players are not having a fun time just getting non-pen. Bunch of players are back. Another non-pen from Malarkey. Maybe Ice Warrior have a little bit better aim or luck. Looks like he's not going to go for either and go for a satchel, because that's always more reliable as he very quickly hops on the back of the medium tank. Rev does hop out and does get the kill onto him. Satchel does not look like it is on the tank, so that was a really good play there from Rev hopping out. Sure that Satchel does not get placed. Or can live for a little bit longer. Killmax now trying to do the exact same thing. Will get a successful Satchel and will kill one player hopping out as he does get coaxed himself. Tiger Shear to back up. That will be a dead P4. Even though the P4 honestly did its job in that life, killed the 76 that's just nasty. That's going to pretty much do it for that tank. That's Tiger that is now kind of pushed. Look at the map. 27th with a nice garrison network around Dugout. Well, it's like they still have a garrison by cattle sheds. Now, obviously, we don't know what their armor situation or their field situation is like, but obviously, probably won't. Now, maybe our flank. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe something I don't know what. This quick little break in the action to kind of shout out the two Artie players for this match. Just stay on top of Staggered Foot and Rolo. This is Artie, so shout out to those guys. Even though I think Artie in 30s is probably not the most fun, but give them some love. Now I can actually see both Artie players going to. Never wear lawn sleeve shirts when I'm very, very warm right now. Like extremely warm. You guys have no idea how warm I am. This warrior. Know that they're let's spawn in. Not realize that again. We are shooting the exact same AP walk. Let's burn the OP. Oh, not moving. walking. Now he's running away. That's why. I don't know why I talked like this. Okay, so we are just over a half hour into the match. Division 4, or Division 8, Week 4 matchup. So we are and 27 on SMDM Night, Dugout Barn as mid. First cap went to Panzer Lehr after about an 8 or 9 minute cap fight. About 8 or 9 minutes later, 27 back, and then have been coming in ever since and doing a pretty good job of pushing back this push back towards pretty much like the hard cap of Hugh. Now, one thing that we have yet to see from Panzer Lehr is indeed an airhead, so I'm very curious to see if they will put out an airhead at some point in this match. We did see one from 27th early, but that got quickly dealt with by Panzer Lehr. Side of the map. There's just gain a little momentum, a little bit of a map gain or something going. Doug's and his boys push. Full moon. D from Imperfect Rogue. It's actually shut down by Nugs. The heat field. Still a long ways to go for the squad to do something. They do have some supplies trying to boom. Plenty of time in this match. I don't know what's going on in map edge. This very bold push that both. I mean, you gotta do it, but this map edge is very, very annoying to deal with, to be completely honest with you. And this is a 30v30 matchup, so that's why there's, not a ton of action happening. You are missing the additional 19 player 49 in match. A little less energy happening today, but just as good. Eli Pope Air, Jaywalk, Diggy. Trying to get inside that hard cap. And all it does take is a few guys to get inside that hard cap to actually start contesting it. They do want to start contesting it. They are going to have to start some frag battles. Do burn an OP. Lots of trades are happening. Both teams. Like that. Well, 27th loses some ground. They send people a little bit wide and they take that ground back as like a Panzer IV. Gonna do some more flanking maneuver. Intercepted by Eddie. Some other players as well. Come help deal with that. But as far as Axis armor goes, I think that's the only tank, even though they... Oh, looks like no. We have another heavy tank on its way. Another Tiger tank. A1. Throws a grenade. Tosses it. Might be a good grenade. Not quite sure. gonna peek. Are both leaning. Very intense. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't think Vegas confused there, to be honest. I don't think he know. I think he was trying to shoot a Dougie there, or Diggy. Diggy. No. White Waffle. We'll get the kill with the STG. Bear just ran across the field. You guys are just running across the field. What the hell is going on, folks? Bear's going in. Bear's not going in. 27th, despite losing lots of ground, are still holding out a lot longer than people think. It looked to be a little bit dark, you know, how easily 27th were able to push basically into Hugo's, but this random Goddess Seth hard cap. Don't think it's gonna start flipping anything, but they can get a few more spawns off that OP. Could start cap flip, and they starting to continue to hit. Do have a half track. Looks like half tracks dark. I think that's one thing you are going to see a lot more in competitive play is the use of half tracks early on and more often. They are an extra spawn point, and you are going to have a little bit more fuel now because of the cooldown of the tanks, of the heavy tank. Artillery does come down. Gunplane is out. Panzer Lehr are going to start to make their push out a little bit. Are starting to get some cap progress. Okay, I gotta take off my shirt because I am freaking sweating in this. Never wear long sleeve shirts when you're out your room. We'll be on board with cream. All these boys. Shirt is off. Weird. Nice little push here from Panzer Lehr, as I think that might be Allied already or Axis already. I'm not sure who's already. I think they're trying to already the. I think they're trying to already the half track. Bear spawns on top of it. Oh, and they both look away at the right time. That is classic video game timing if I ever see that. If I've ever seen one. World does knock down the OP, does get a port player. Will indeed put a satchel on that half track. Looks like Airhead is coming down. Not a lot of control for Panzer Lehr to support this Airhead. It will just be this one Delta squad. Do so. Are starting to get some major cap progress. That's going to help as the half track does get blown up. No additional spawns will happen onto this half track. Head will land in about. Like some players are coming back. Demonic, AC, Jave. Hugo will try to protect the garrison, or protect the Airhead. But I don't think he's going to know that people are already pushing it. Casey doesn't throw a grenade on the Airhead, as all of 27th are going to come back, and this Airhead will indeed get a spawn wave off unless it gets destroyed here by Steel. I don't think Steel did not destroy the Airhead. More smoke is being popped on the Airhead from the quad. imagine in the next 15 or so seconds, a few bodies do spawn on top of the airhead. Primordial Rage. The rocket will take out the airhead. Huge rocket from Primordial. And honestly, that is going to wipe out the rest of that squad. Actually, the OP is still... Amazingly, this OP is still up, believe it or not. Good on to that. Those players as a 76 actually gets taken out from behind from the medium. Oh my gosh, I did not see that coming. A little bit late bombing run by Panzer Lehr as well from Cyrus. Is running JP Walk. Fortunately, not have the rocket class. How to run the rocket class if you are a T, but tank will just, you know, sit still and get satchel dead. But what this push pretty much did is helped Panzer Lehr push up a little bit more. They were kind of all back here by the red-blue line a little bit. Pushing up an additional 100, 150 is worth an airhead in my opinion. The question is still like are getting a little bit now. It seems to be the lone survivor on OP. Off into what he trying to see where some more by this Tiger tank. Try to take out this tank. Got into Max from Steel Max. Cap is somehow capped. There's a bunch of players actually from. There are actually just 3. It just looks a lot more on the map. Vegas actually still alive somehow. Federation, maybe that's his name. I think I've been pronouncing this guy's name wrong the entire time. He's dead now, but I don't know if it's Praetorian, Predation, Cosmetic. Grease gun. Does get another kill with the grease gun, gets the second one to add to his total. RXD. Good gimp. Another airhead is coming down onto the hard cap of farm. Players do spawn off the airhead. Third airhead this game, second by 27th. Steroid Squirrel for some reason running medic. There's R spawning off that OP. Airhead is coming down. Not sure if they know about it. Oh no, he doesn't know about it. Oh, I don't know if it's being locked out. I think it is being locked out. Oh no. No. Do you not know? You're right next to the airhead. You're right next to it. You're right there. Oh my god. Oh. He's coming. No, he's not. Oh no, dude. Oh no. Oh no, he's gonna watch. RXC's gonna watch this back and kind of hate me for exposing him, but Cosmetic gonna get it. Oh, thank God. Yes, he's gonna get it. Okay. Near disaster avoided. Thanks to Cosmetic. Oh man. Man, dude. I'm having heartburn from that. I don't know why. I don't think that's really a correlation or an effect of that, but it is. My heart is burning. Passionately. Like a rolling through. Wipes out the OP actually, so no backline shenanigans, but we have near disaster avoided. We'll look at the map one more time. I know I keep flashing the map a little bit, but we want to see some action is. But it looks like Panzer Lehr kind of back where they were 10 minutes ago, and 27th kind of more condensed now around the dugout. This Tiger tank is starting to be harassed from multiple sides, from the front and the rear. Trying to get a rocket from the back a little bit. Guy does kill 2. Will push for a garrison. Does get shut down by Go. Red Waffle. Taken out. Tiger doing the smart thing and retreating. A little bit of another lull moment in the match. Lots of, I think, over 100 meter fighting going on. For the most part, nothing really happening. Looks like Echo Squad actually in the back lines a little bit. Some shenanigans, nugs. As long as nugs can keep their OP up and running, Panzer Lehr will always have a shot at dugout. Now, the Achilles heel right now of this point is actually where nugs is at. If you can get an OP up there, get a double drop, and there is no garrison to light that up, so if they can get, even like 8 guys to spawn up that garrison and slowly push down south and towards a hard cap, this point can quickly flip from that little play that he could make. We don't know if he's going to make that play. It is a possibility. It's something. Oh, this 76 knows exactly where this Tiger's at. He is behind that hedge. Artillery is falling on top of that Tiger tank. Don't know if this Tiger or the 26 is called out by Cream Puff or not. I don't think it. Did hit the turret once. Fight will last a little bit, but a new challenger has approached. A second Tiger has entered the battle. Could get a potential double tap here. First Tiger, the Tiger on the left will push out a little bit. will get the first shot into the 76. 76 does take it. Currently not being repaired by the repair station. I don't know if he's going to back up in time. Does get the second shot back into him, but does get hit again, and down goes the 76. Well played from that tank crew on the left. That is Nixie Orange and his tank crew, so shout out to them for that tank crew. Kind of honestly saved Rev and his tank crew a little bit. But in the meantime, backline's starting to be a little bit of a problem again as Doc and others are in the back. Monic in the hard cap with a sniper. Good play there from the Panzer Lehr armor. Now, the note, we cannot spawn any more heavy tanks into this match. They can medium tanks. Airhead is being called in on the hard cap. Front also coming in as well. Flash comes in, does miss. Does kill him before the airhead is destroyed. Gimp and Steel Max. Oh, and Steel Max does not get the airhead. Don't know if artillery will save this airhead. Oh, Steel Max does get taken out. Max does get taken out from Wet Waffle. Wet Waffle with some huge kills. Artillery is coming down. Strafing Run does come down as well. Strafing Run will get no one, so a waste of 150 munitions. Even though they do have 641, so it's not really a waste. Kind of is. Air. Don't know if he knows that Airhead is not down. Oh, Airhead's still up. No one has spawned on the Airhead. They should have spawned already by now. Saucy is going to be on the Airhead. I am very shocked that no one spawned onto that Airhead. Because you're also just seeing people push up. Not a lot of people on the hard cap. I think a lot of people were waiting for the Airhead. Maybe it got locked out for a second. I'm not quite sure. Now Hugo's farm is being taken. Just a few guys in the hard cap. Kind of, you know, that's all you really need is a few guys in the hard cap. Apparently my audio bitrate is being weird. I don't care, but the Orange and his tank crew are gonna have some fun just driving around the point, as they pretty much know that there is gonna be no heavy tank for at least another 2 minutes that they with, but playing very, very aggressive right now. Pretty much trying to pull some infantry back, what they're currently doing, which is, I think, a smart play. At the same time, Basie and a bunch of others at Hugo's farm just starting to manhandle their way in. It is flipping quick. I have no garrison around Hugo's. The closest garrison at the corner. Not looking good for Panzer Lehr here. With just over a half hour to go. RXD, the only on-point SL, does get blown away from Eli Pope and his shotgun. So will lose his OP. Will go down as well. Probably going to be a little bit of a mass reset here for Panzer Lehr. All it takes is 5 guys to get inside the hard cap. All they're needing right now. Just about to get to a quarter left of this cap. And realistically, all Panzer Lehr needs to do is win like 5 gun engagements and not lose a single goal. Obviously, that's easier said than done. Artillery also does not help too. But this does look like it's flip for 1 of 27th. next 15 seconds or so. All has probably been made at this point to fully reset back to 4th/5th point. Does flip 4-1 in favor of 27th. No way, verbal. Doesn't need rockets. That looks like is a cap at Heroes Farm. Now the tricky part is for Panzer Lehr, or for 27th, is how they're going to do their garrison networks on Jazz. Is because you're going to have to dismantle a lot of these garrisons, a lot of key garrisons around Dugout. You know, you kind of have to pick and choose what ones you do. It kind of goes for all the points in the game. What garrisons that, you know, you don't really need or are not as key. Like, obviously, I think the one between in like D4, probably remove that one. You don't need it as much as the others. Another airhead called. Looks like Panzer Lehr is going to be on the receiving end of this airhead. So it's the 27th airhead that will be dropping in. Pretty much on top of a garrison, might I? Holy. Where's this airhead being dropped? Yeah, pretty much right on top of a garrison. So a Bobby Run airhead would be actually pretty juicy right now. See if 27th or see if Panzer Lehr will actually see this airhead land. This supply truck is en route. Oh no. Virus is on no. Oh no. I'm not sure if like it's like if like the fog is fog, but how do you not hear the airhead? Maybe Cream Puff. I think Cream Puff might see it. Maybe. Kind of want to see people spawn on this airhead. I also kind of want to leave because it is very boring. Okay, 2 SLs do spawn on it. And immediately we'll find a garrison and take it out. Oh, and Cream Puff gets one, but it's another kill. Been huge kills from Cream Puff. If he did secure that second kill, your head will be up and running for the 27th. Do look back to where the meat and potatoes of this match are being fought over now. Len. Adios. Killing. Here's people running. Shots. He's gonna get pinched now. Down goes him. But a whole bunch more people spawning on top of that airhead, and this could flip to a 5-0 rather quickly, as there is some garrisons and they can't use the HQ anymore, but they can spawn in a half-track at the HQ to help counteract this. This is a lot. This is an all-in on this airhead. If you see about 10 bodies in the back line off of an airhead, it's pretty much an all-in. This is 1/3 of your team on green if you are the 27th. Tiger Tank going back to support this defense. Hitting teammate. Heavy tank. Cap has somewhat started onto 4th point, but is being dealt with a little bit. It's Demonic trying to get down the satchel. Airhead probably has 1 or 2 more spawn waves. This could be the end of this little airhead play. Tiger is still roaming. Rockets are missing. Cap still going in favor of 27th at the 5th and final point. Tiger Tank absolutely getting obliterated by some rockets. I think 2 get popped into the engine block. 1 more rocket will indeed, I think, take out this Tiger Tank, and yes, it does take it out. Demonic Satchel will kill him in the process, but down goes that Tiger Tank. That'll be it for the airhead spawns. Only 1 garrison that they can utilize. Main force is down, and no one is in the hard cap. I think about 40 seconds or so, and this game could be over. Bodies coming back for Panzer Lehr. And they're not defending quite yet. They just got to get some people into the hard cap. If anything, you're going to have to sacrifice this Tiger for the sake of the game. I think that's what they're going to try to attempt to do, as the bombing run is also going to come down to with about 10 seconds left for this defense. They're starting to defend a little bit. Garrison on the map edge is gone, but they do have a garrison somewhat near the back of their HQ. More and more bodies are piling up onto the hard cap for both teams at this point. As the Tiger Tank does get stuck on top of a box. As he gets stuck on top of a chicken coop now. Rocket place on top of this Tiger. Bombing run is coming in. That does look to be I don't even know whose bombing run this is, to be completely honest with you at this point. I can't tell. There's like 2 bombing runs on the map. Leave me alone. Holy shit, dude. That was insane. If you know me, the one thing I do love in this game is watching people getting directly hit by a tank round. I think it's the most funniest thing in this game. But nice defense here from the Panzer Lehr defense. In time to come back. They don't lose this game. 27th have honestly been in full control ever since they recapped Dugout Barn. They've been pretty much all gas, literally no breaks, except for maybe I think 1 time they got that airhead off. Ever since then, it's been like pretty much smooth sailing, everything falling into place, and Panzer Lehr is just maybe a little bit unlucky here and there. You know, they have been winning some decent gunfights, but not as much. Unfortunately, we don't have live stats for this match. This server is still bugged with live stats go. Maybe next week. But I'm sure the kills are somewhat even. I'll look at the kills real quick. This. Try 2 of these. Lots of 27th still coming in off this eastern side, and that's a little concerning. They're putting a lot of pressure on that eastern. Don't want to have some decent amount of pressure on this main road, which they do. No, I kind of want to see someone like dismantle like a tank or a dead truck for like more fuel. Like, even though they kind of don't really need it, I mean, they kind of need munitions more than anything. Panzer Lehr has just been down on munitions this entire game. Trying to satchel these two tanks, but forces. There's some up for Panzer Lehr. Gray Fox just running through the field. Not having a care in his world, but will pay the price for it. That's the 27th. In this map edge. Green puff. Kind of went out of bounds. Kill. That's pretty much going to secure this flank a little bit as they continue on pushing VS-21, trying to push across the open field, but somehow makes it. But does get shot down by the SL. Green Puff is pretty much only a matter of time before he does get taken out himself, as another airhead will come down in the exact same spot as last time. 7th are starting to surround this point with just under 20 minutes to go in this matchup. Have a rare tank fight. This has actually probably been the first tank fight in almost 30 minutes, I want to say. It's been a while. It's honestly been a very long time. It looks like, honestly, 27th just running with one heavy tank crew. Just one tank crew for the most part, and another half-track from Osiris. Not quite sure if he's going to try to get something in the back lines or not, but tank crew, lifts it up nice and tight. AT gun or something gets blown up or looks to be an AT gun. This extra effect stuff is very annoying to see what got killed. Half track, just chilling back here. Kind of interesting to see. But again, the airhead did get popped, but two did spawn back. Panzer Lehr definitely dealt with the airhead a little bit better. As AT from the back, starting to harass these tanks yet again. Ricochet does happen onto the Tiger tank. Blood black and it makes you orange. Both do pop out. Does get popped by JP Walk. Big tank splash. I think the I'm pretty sure the tank's HE radius did get past us. So I think that's what we just saw. But perfect rogue. Trying to maneuver his way towards a satchel, but Cowlet will knock him down. It looks like he did get a satchel on top of that. All's well, that ends well. Half-track at Dugout is ready in case they do capture Hugo's farm, but that is going to have to be in the next 15 minutes or so. They have pretty much 10 minutes to make a play onto Hugo's. They do want to end up winning this game. Because once it hits that 4-minute mark and it's still 4-1, actually the Allies will... How it works. 2 minutes to cap a point, and there is no overtime. Once overtime, I feel like these games will go insanely long, as something actually does hit. I don't know if that was a 76 on the move or not. It might have been. And I think it was, because he just got popped yet again, and down goes a Tiger tank. So 76 actually getting a hit on the move. And with that now dead Tiger tank, Allies are starting to camp. And one thing I forgot to on the left thing. On the run is coming down, and class of 27 starting to pinch on from both sides and up the middle. If we look at the map, all we have is 2 garrisons and a half-track that is on its way to Hugo's, but I think it's a little bit too little too late if you are Panzer Lehr. Does not look good for them. They do have plenty of munitions to do something. They don't have a lot going for them, as that recon plane is probably going to give their whole team a heart attack, as all the team is going to come back to help defend the corner. Horse is down. 76 is going to get into hard cap, and I'm not sure how Panzer Lehr realistically comes back from one. You have a Tiger on its way, so this Tiger is going to have to kill this 76. Could have a clean shot out of him on the move. Oh, and the Tiger tank will get the first shot into the Tiger, or the 76 will get the first shot into the Tiger. And I'm pretty sure that is probably going to wrap it up as he does hit him in the turret. Tiger has still not returned fire. Maybe the gunner DC. I Yes, he does get one shot, but that will be the end of that Tiger. And this will be the end of. Congratulations to 7th on Emma in a 5-0 fashion, but GG's as well to Panzer Lehr as well. Yeah, that's gonna do it for me. That concludes week 4 of for the lower divisions. I think week 3 for the for 49s will happen this, but be sure out for that schedule on Thursday when we post that. Again, thank you guys all for watching. No power ranking stream tomorrow because I'm not doing it for just one. But yeah, that's gonna do it from you guys. I wish you guys all a good night, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Bye.